Go.
Hey bro, what is the probability that you can win with me?
That's a nice question. Yeah, it's interesting. We can work on this.
Hi everyone. So uh, our group is going to do project on discrete probability solver for the discrete mathematics. And so now I will introduce to our group members. Me, myself, Prince, the group leader, Rudraksh, Suhas, Abhinav, and Yash. These are our members. And so now, friends, I will make you know about what is discrete probability. Discrete probability refers to the branch of probability theory. It deals with events and or outcomes which have separate values or categories. It is used to analyze and quantify the likelihood of this discrete event outcomes and occurrence. So now, this discrete probability, the probabilities are assigned to the individual outcomes or events and within the given sample space. Sample space consists all the outcomes and etc. And also these problems are solved through many methods. Also, the discrete probability is commonly used in fields like computer science, mathematics, decision making, and etc. And it also used to solve many real life problems, optimize process, and access the risk, etc. and all. So now I'll give the mic to Suhas for the further updates of this project.
Next, we are going to discuss about artificial intelligence and machine learning. Probability plays a vital role in machine learning algorithms, enabling the modeling of uncertainty and decision making under uncertainty. Probabilistic models such as Bayesian networks and Markov models are used for tasks like pattern recognition, natural language processing, and reinforcement learning. Fifth, gaming and simulations. Probability is a fundamental in designing games, simulations, and virtual environments. It determines the likelihood of different events occurring, allowing game developers to create realistic scenarios and provide engaging experiences. Probability also underpins the algorithms used in casino games, lottery systems, and gambling industries, etc. Sixth, epidemiology and medical research. Probability is employed in epidemiology to model the spread of diseases and assess the effectiveness of inventions. It aids in clinical trials where probabilities are used to evaluate treatment outcomes and determine the statistical significance of results. 7. Marketing and customer analysis. Probability is utilized in market research and customer analysis to understand consumer behavior, forecast demand, and develop pricing strategies. It enables the calculation of probabilities associated with customer preferences, purchasing patterns, and rates of the marketing campaigns. 8. Weather forecasting. Probability is an integral to weather forecasting where it helps in quantifying the likelihood of different weather conditions. By applying probability theory in this and other fields, professionals can make informed decisions, manage risks, optimize processes, and solve complex problems effectively. It provides a powerful tool to quantify uncertainty and make rational choices in the face of incomplete information. Now I'm going to explain the need for the discrete probability solver. Firstly, complexity of combinatorial analysis is used for in scenarios with multiple discrete events or variables where calculating probabilities manually is very highly complex. As the number of possibilities increases, combinatorial analysis becomes cumbersome and time consuming. A discrete probability solver automates and simplifies the calculations, saving time and effort. Secondly, accurate probability estimation. Probability calculation require the precise analysis and consideration of all the possible outcomes. Human errors and biases can affect the manual calculations, leading the inaccurate probability estimation. A discrete probability solver employs rigorous mathematical algorithms ensuring accurate and reliable probability calculations. Thirdly, real-time decision making. In many real situations, quick decision making is crucial. A discrete probability solver provides a rapid calculation of probabilities, enabling timely and informed decision making. This is especially important in dynamic environments such as finance, gaming, and risk assessment, where decisions must be made in a real time. Handling, Fourthly, handling large data sets. In data-driven fields such as data analysis and machine learning, working with large data sets is common. A discrete probability solver can handle a large volumes of data and efficiency compute probabilities for multiple variables simultaneously. This capability is essential for extracting insights, identifying patterns, and making data informed. Modeling complex systems. Many real-world systems exhibit complexity and independencies between multiple discrete events. Modeling such as systems manually can be challenging due to combinatorial explosion of possibilities. A discrete probability solver simplifies the modeling process, allowing for more accurate representation of complex systems and their probabilistic behavior. Now let us go with the last two needs for the need for the discrete probability solver. The sixth one is optimization and risk management. Optimization problems and risk management often involves discrete variables and uncertain outcomes. A discrete probability solver assists in optimization decisions by considering the probabilities associated with different choices and their potential outcomes. It helps in identifying optimal strategies, minimizing risks, and maximizing desired outcomes. The last one is simulations and predictive modeling. Discrete probability solver are valuable tools in simulations and predictive modeling. By generating random samples based on specified probabilities, they can simulate various scenarios and access likelihood of different outcomes. This capability enables scenario planning, forecasting, and understanding the potential impacts of different choices. Thank you.
So a discrete probability solver is a computational tool which is designed to calculate and analyze the probabilities associated with the discrete events. It uses mathematical algorithms and methods to perform calculations and estimate their probabilities. The discrete probability solver takes account into the sample space, which consists of all the possible outcomes, and assign probabilities to each event. The solver automates the complex probability calculations, relieving the user from burden of manual calculations and reducing their potential for errors. How a discrete probability solver works. Firstly, it defines the sample space which represents all the possible outcomes of the event. Then it assigns the probabilities to each event within the sample space on the basis of the data provided. Then it calculates the probabilities using the calculations and algorithm to estimate the probability of specific event or its combination. Then it performs combinatorial analysis. So how a discrete probability solver works? So how a discrete probability solver works? Firstly, it defines the sample space which represents all the possible outcomes of the event. Then it assigns the pro then So how a discrete probability solver works? Firstly, it defines the sample space which represents all the possible outcomes of the event. Then it assigns the probabilities to each event within the sample space with the help of data given. Then it calculates the So how a discrete probability solver works? Firstly, it defines the sample space which represents all the possible outcomes of the event. Then it assigns the probabilities to each event within the sample space with the help of data given to us. Then it calculates the probability using various calculations and algorithms to estimate the probability of specific event. Then it performs combinational analysis involving counting or combinational analysis to perform the calculations related to permutations and combinations. Then it simulates the scenarios such as in which it can conduct simulations based on the specified probabilities by generating random samples from the probability distribution. Then it analyzes the results which provide the calculate probability and the corresponding outcome. Then it may offer visual representations such as charts or graphs to help the users to interpret the results effectively. Then the additional functionality is it may offer additional features such as optimization algorithms, sensitivity analysis, or decision support tools. Now the functionality of discrete probability solver. Firstly, the probability calculation. It calculates the probability of specific events or its combination within a given sample space. Second, probability distribution. It generates and analyzes probability distribution such as binomial, Poisson, or multinomial distribution, etc. Third, the combinational analysis. It performs combinational analysis including permutation and combination to determine the number of possible outcomes and their probability. Fourth is simulation. It conducts simulations based on specified probabilities to simulate various scenarios and estimate the likelihood of different outcomes. Fifth is assessment and optimization. It assists in risk assessment of decision optimization by considering probabilities associated with different choices. Sixth is visualization. It may offer visual representations such as chart or graph to help the users to understand and interpret the calculated probabilities effectively. Thank you.
Hi everyone. So I will discuss about the types of problem it can solve. First, coin flipping and dice rolling. The solver can determine the probabilities of specific outcomes when flipping coins or rolling dice. Second, card games and poker. It can analyze the probabilities of different hands in card games, such as the likelihood of obtaining a straight or a flush in poker. Third, the risk assessment and insurance. Solver can assess the probabilities of specific risks occurring and estimate the likelihood of the insurance claims. Queuing and queuing theory and waiting times. In scenarios where customers or entities enter a queue or system, the solver can calculate probabilities relating to waiting times, queue lengths, and service times. Fifth, inventory management and supply chain. The solver can address problems related to inventory management and supply chain optimization. Sixth, game theory and decision making. In game theory, the solver can analyze strategic decision making processes involving discrete choices, some Markov chains, and sequential processes. The solver can model and analyze Markov chains, which are probabilistic systems with sequence of states and transition probabilities between them. It also enables the study of various processes such as random walks, reliability analysis, and forecasting future states based on current conditions. Eighth, genetics and population studies. The solver can analyze genetic inheritance pattern and estimate probabilities of specific traits or diseases being passed down through generations. It helps in understanding population dynamics, gene frequencies, and hereditary probabilities. Now I will discuss about advantages of using a discrete probability solver. First, it is accurate and has reliable results. Discrete probability solvers employ rigorous mathematical algorithms ensuring accurate and reliable probability calculations. Second, it consumes less time and it is effort saving. Manual calculations of probabilities for complex scenarios can be time consuming and labor intensive. Discrete probability solvers automate these calculations, significantly reducing the time and effort required. Third, it handles complex scenarios. Discrete probability solvers are capable of handling complex scenarios involving multiple discrete events or variables. Fourth, it is a real-time decision-making solver. In dynamic environments where decisions must be made quickly, discrete probability solvers provide rapid calculations of the probabilities. They enable real-life time decision-making by delivering timely insights into the likelihood of different outcomes. Fifth, has scalability and it has efficiency. Discrete probability solvers can efficiently handle large data sets and compute probabilities for multiple variables simultaneously. The scalability makes them suitable for data-driven fields where extensive data analysis and computations are required. They expedite the analysis process and they enable efficient exploration of various scenarios. Sixth, has optimization and has a risk management. Discrete probability solvers assist in optimization and risk management by considering probabilities associated with different choices and outcomes. Seventh, it's simulation and scenario planning. Discrete probability solver facilitates simulations and scenario planning by generating random samples based on specific probabilities. This capability allows for the exploration of various scenarios, assessment of potential outcomes, and understanding of the likelihood of different events. It aids in the forecasting, sensitivity analysis, and assessing the impacts of different choices. Eighth, it is enhanced problem-solving property. By providing a quantitative framework for analyzing probabilities, discrete probability solvers enhance problem-solving capabilities. They offer insights into the likelihood of different outcomes, aiding the identifying effective solutions, mitigating risks, and optimizing processes. This data-driven approach improves problem-solving efficiency and effectiveness. Now I will address you about what are the real-life problems we can solve through discrete probability solver. First, decision making. Real-life decisions often involve uncertainty and discrete choices. The discrete probability solver helps decision makers by quantifying the probabilities associated with different outcomes. It enables informed decision making based on rational assessment of risk and rewards. Second, risk assessment and management. Many real-life situations involve assessing and managing risks. The discrete probability solver assists in quantifying the probabilities of various risks and potential outcomes. It also allows us to have the identification of high-risk areas, development of risk mitigation strategies, and optimization of risk management efforts. Third, optimization and resource allocation. The discrete probability solver helps to optimize resource allocation in various domains. By considering the probabilities of different outcomes, it assists in determining the most efficient allocation of resources, such as workforce, inventory, or production capacity. This optimization improves overall efficiency and reduces our efforts. Fourth, it has prediction and forecasting. Real-life problems often require predicting future events or outcomes. The discrete probability solver aids in forecasting by analyzing historical data and estimating the probabilities of different future scenarios. It also supports the predictive modeling, scenario planning, and trend analysis. Fifth, process improvement. The discrete probability solver helps to identify us the areas for process improvement. By analyzing the probabilities of different events and outcomes, it highlights potential bottlenecks, inefficiencies, or areas of improvement. This information can guide process optimization efforts, leading to enhanced productivity and quality. Sixth, it has risk communication and stakeholder engagement. The discrete probability solver provides a quantitative framework for risk communication. It also enables the stakeholders to understand the probabilities associated with different outcomes, facilitating meaningful discussions and informed decision making. This enhances stakeholder engagement and transparency in addressing real-life problems. Seventh, its design, and its planning. The discrete probability solver supports design and planning activities by considering the probabilities of different designs, choices, or planning scenarios. It assists in optimizing designs, evaluating alternatives, and assessing the feasibility of different plans. This aids effective project management and resource utilization. Eighth, its policy development and the evaluation. The discrete probability solver plays a role in policy development and evaluation. It allows policymakers to assess the probabilities of desired outcomes or potential impacts of policy designs. This data-driven approach enhances evidence-based policymaking and improves policy effectiveness. Thank you.
So now, friends, I will make you to introduce the new exploration and adoption of this topic and how this can be used in the new things. So it can be used in a research and development, integrated with existing systems, user-friendly interfaces, educations and trainings, collaborative platform, and open source initiatives, industry-specific applications, etc., real-time data integrations, case studies and success stories. There are many of this, etc. It has a huge new explorations and adoptions of this topic. So now we will move on to our next references from where we have got the knowledge of this topic and the knowledge of the project which we are working on. So, right, moving next. These are the references which helped us for this project, and also these things will help for the further things and will make us more knowledgeable on the probability things and etc. Hi friends, so now we conclude our project with the conclusion that this probability solver is very powerful tool and it enables the analyzing and calculations of the probabilities for wide range real life problems. So, and it has more applications in number of fields, including finance, gaming, and etc.
The advantages and benefits of using discrete probability solver are significant. It provides accurate and reliable results, saves time and effort, handles complex scenarios, facilitates real-time decision making, and supports optimization and risk management. The solver's scalability, simulation capabilities, and enhancement of problem solving further contribute to its usefulness in various domains.
So, to further explore these tools and continue research and development in these topics with new friendly interfaces, education and training, etc., are the key considerations for learning this. Additionally, integration of real-time data and sharing the case studies and success stories can promote wider adoptions of this topic.
Overall, the discrete probability solver offers immense potential for addressing real-life problems, enhancing decision-making processes, and driving advan- advancements in various industries. Its utilization can be improvement outcomes, increased efficiency, and better risk management in data-driven and uncertain world. By embracing and expanding the application of discrete probability solvers, we can unlock the full potential and create more informed and optimized future.
Thank you,
Thank
friends.
you guys.